Welcome to Storywise Nonfiction Article Level 2. Make sure to stay until the end of the video for vocabulary explanations. You can also find the vocabulary list in the video's description. Reindeer bridges. Sweden, known for its breathtaking nature and unique wildlife, recently announced an exciting plan. In the northern part of this beautiful country, transport officials have planned to construct at least 10 new bridges. However, these bridges are not what you might first think of. They are not for cars, trucks, or trains. Instead, these bridges are specially designed for reindeer. These unique bridges are called Viaducts. Viaducts is a word created by combining two Swedish words, ren, which means reindeer, and viaductor, which translates to viaducts. So, what are these viaducts, and why are they so important? The viaducts, or reindeer crossings, have a very special purpose. They are designed to help reindeer cross roads and railroads in a safe way. As you may know, roads can be dangerous for wildlife, and reindeer are no exception. When reindeer attempt to cross roads and railroads, they run the risk of being hit by fast-moving vehicles or trains. This can lead to serious injury or even death for the reindeer. These accidents are not just dangerous for the reindeer. They can also be hazardous for drivers and can cause significant traffic problems. For example, imagine what could happen if a herd of reindeer decided to cross a busy highway. It would be dangerous for everyone involved. But the new bridges, the Viaducts, can help solve this problem. By building these bridges, Sweden hopes to create safe passages for reindeer. This way, they can cross over roads and railroads without coming into contact with any vehicles. The idea is to protect these amazing animals and also to reduce the risks and disruptions caused when they cross roads. In this article, we will explore more about these remarkable reindeer, the indigenous people who have been herding them for centuries, the impact of Sweden's changing climate on reindeer, and how the construction of Viaducts aims to offer a solution to some of the challenges they face. We invite you to join us on this fascinating journey, understanding the purpose and promise of the Viaducts, a unique solution for a unique challenge. Reindeer are fascinating creatures. Let's learn more about their physical attributes, where they live, what they eat, and their unique antlers. Reindeer are large animals that belong to the deer family. Just like the deer you might see in a forest or a park, reindeer have long legs and a sleek body. However, reindeer are much bigger. Males, or bulls, can be about 5 feet tall, 1.5 meters, not including their antlers. Female reindeer, known as cows, are a bit smaller. They have beautiful fur, or a coat, which can vary in color from dark brown to almost white. Reindeer have a special feature that most deer do not have. Both males and females grow antlers. These are like big, bony branches that grow from the top of their heads. The antlers of a male reindeer can be as high as 3 feet, 0.9 meters. That's almost as tall as a person. But these antlers are not permanent. Each winter, the reindeer lose their antlers. Then, in the spring, the antlers start to grow back. They will continue to grow throughout the summer. By the time the next winter arrives, the antlers are fully grown again. This process happens every year. Another amazing fact is that no two reindeer antlers are the same. Just like human fingerprints or snowflakes, each set of antlers is unique. This means that if you saw two reindeer standing next to each other, their antlers would not look exactly the same. Now, where do these incredible animals live? Reindeer are built to survive in very cold climates. They can be found in the northern parts of Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Russia, as well as northern Canada and Alaska, which is part of the United States. In North America, wild reindeer are often called caribou. The areas where reindeer live are known as tundra. Tundra is a treeless landscape, often frozen and covered in snow. It might sound like a tough place to live, but reindeer have adapted well to this environment. Reindeer eat plants. They are herbivores. They like to munch on short grasses, herbs, lichen, and other plants that can survive in cold weather. When their home is covered in snow, reindeer use their front legs and feet to move the snow aside. This allows them to reach the plants beneath the snow, which they eat. Reindeer are truly remarkable animals with unique characteristics. They play a vital role in the ecosystem of the tundra and have a special place in the culture and economy of the areas where they live, especially in Sweden. Their impressive physical features, adaptability to the cold environment, and the distinct antler regrowth process make them an interesting subject of study. As we continue, we will learn more about the human communities that interact closely with these unique creatures. The Sami people have a deep and long-lasting relationship with reindeer. Let's find out more about this unique group of people, their history, and how they live today. The Sami are an indigenous people. This means they were the first people to live in certain areas. Many Sami live within the Arctic Circle. The Arctic Circle is a part of the world that is very far north. It is a cold and snowy place. The homes of the Sami are in the northern parts of Sweden, Norway, Finland, and a place called the Kola Peninsula in northern Russia. They have been living in these places for thousands of years. There are about 80,000 Sami in total, with around 20,000 living in Sweden. They have a unique lifestyle and have developed special skills to survive in the cold Arctic environment. In the past, most Sami were nomads. A nomad is a person who does not have one fixed home. Instead, they move from place to place. Why did the Sami move around? They were following the reindeer. The Sami were, and many still are, reindeer herders. This means they take care of large groups, or herds, of reindeer. Today, around 10% of the Sami people in Sweden are still reindeer herders. They take care of a type of reindeer that are semi-domesticated. This means the reindeer are not completely wild. They live with and depend on humans for care. Why do the Sami herd reindeer? Reindeer are very important to the Sami for many reasons. First, the animals provide food. They are a source of meat and milk. But that's not all. The reindeer's skin, or hide, can be used to make clothing items such as shoes and gloves. This is very important in the cold Arctic climate. In Sweden, there are around 260,000 reindeer. None of them are wild. All of them belong to Sami herders. These reindeer live in the country's northern forests and mountains. The Sami people have a special connection with reindeer. They care for the reindeer, and in return, the reindeer provide them with food and materials for clothing. Even today, reindeer herding continues to be an important part of Sami culture and their way of life. Climate change is a big problem in many parts of the world. It is causing weather patterns to change. This affects all of us, including animals. Sweden's climate has warmed over the last 25 years. This means that the weather is getting hotter. When we think of hot weather, we might think of sunny beaches and ice cream. But for reindeer in Sweden, warmer weather is not a good thing. Why? because in winter there is now less snow and more rain. Reindeer are animals that are used to very cold weather. They live in places where it snows a lot, like the tundra. The tundra is a type of environment that is very cold, where the ground is often frozen and covered with snow. Reindeer eat certain plants like short grasses, herbs, lichen, and other plants that grow in cold weather. During the winter, when everything is covered in snow, reindeer use their front legs and feet to clear away the snow. Then they can reach the plants underneath to eat. But now, when it rains in the winter, something bad happens. The rain falls on the snow-covered ground and it often freezes. This creates a layer of ice on top of the snow. The plants that the reindeer eat are hidden underneath this ice. Unfortunately, the reindeer can't clear away the ice like they can with the snow. If the ice takes a long time to melt, the reindeer can't get to the plants to eat. They go hungry and can even starve. This is a very serious problem. Scientists call these rain on snow events icings. This is because the rain turns into ice. These icings are happening more often because of the warming climate. The changes in the climate are also causing the reindeer herds to move. The herds are now moving away from their usual areas in search of food. Reindeer herds need to find new places to eat because of the icings. But moving to new areas is not easy for reindeer. They have to cross railroad tracks and big roads. In the past few years, more reindeer are being hit and killed by cars, trucks, and trains. This is another big problem. Sometimes, a big road called a freeway has to be closed when reindeer herds are crossing it. So, as we can see, the changing climate in Sweden is causing big problems for reindeer. The warmer weather and rain on snow events are making it hard for reindeer to find food. And as the herds move in search of food, they face dangerous roads and railroads. Accidents are happening because reindeer are trying to cross roads and railroads. Reindeer are big animals. They can be as tall as 5 feet, not including their antlers. Their antlers can be 3 feet high. So, when a reindeer is hit by a car, truck, or train, it is a serious accident. Why are reindeer trying to cross roads and railroads? Remember, the weather changes are making it hard for reindeer to find food. The rain is freezing on top of the snow and hiding the plants that reindeer eat. So, the reindeer are moving away from their usual areas to look for food. But the places where the reindeer are trying to go often have roads or railroads. These are dangerous for reindeer to cross. In the last few years, the number of reindeer hit and killed by cars, trucks, and trains has been increasing. This is a very sad situation. These accidents are not just a problem for the reindeer. They are also a problem for people. When a reindeer is hit by a car or truck, it can cause a lot of damage. The people in the vehicle can get hurt, and the vehicle itself can be badly damaged. Sometimes, a big road called a freeway has to be closed when reindeer herds are crossing it. This can cause traffic problems. People trying to travel on the freeway have to stop and wait. This can make them late for work or other important things. It can also make it hard for emergency vehicles like ambulances and fire trucks to get where they need to go. So, the problem of reindeer accidents is a big one. It is harmful for both the reindeer and people. Let's talk about the reproductor. How did this idea come about? It all started with a consultation process. This is when people talk about a problem and try to come up with solutions. The people who started this process were transport officials in Sweden. These are the people who take care of roads and railroads. They wanted to find a way to stop the accidents between vehicles and reindeer. But the transport officials didn't do this alone. They talked to the Sami people. Remember, the Sami are the people who own and take care of the reindeer. So, they know a lot about reindeer behavior and needs. By talking to the Sami, the transport officials learned where the reindeer were trying to cross roads and railroads. This information helped them decide where to build the Reindeer. The first Reindeer will be built near a city called Umeå. Umeå is in the northeast of Sweden. But this is just the start. The plan is to build at least 10 new Reindeer in the north of the country. So, what will a Reindeer look like, and how will it work? A Reindeer will be a kind of bridge. But not a bridge for cars, trucks, or trains. It will be a bridge for reindeer. On either side of the roads and railroads, there will be fences. These fences will guide, or direct, the reindeer to the Reindeer. When the reindeer reach a Reindeer, they will be able to walk across it, over the road or railroad. This way, they can get to the other side safely, without the risk of being hit by a vehicle. The Reindeer solution sounds very promising. It could help to solve the problem of reindeer accidents. It could make the roads and railroads safer for both the reindeer and people. Firstly, the importance of the Reindeer can't be stressed enough. Remember, the reindeer are vital to the Sami people. They depend on these animals for food and other products. But the reindeer are not just important to the Sami. They are also a part of the natural balance in the north of Sweden. The health and safety of the reindeer are key to the health of the whole ecosystem. But in recent years, a problem has been growing. Because of changes in the climate, the reindeer have been moving around more. They have been trying to cross busy roads and railroads. This has led to many accidents. These accidents are a risk to the reindeer and to people using the roads and railroads. This is where the Reindeer come in. They will provide a safe way for the reindeer to cross. They will reduce the number of accidents. This is good for everyone: the reindeer, the Sami people, and the drivers on the roads. Secondly, let's reflect on the teamwork in this project. The transport officials have worked closely with the Sami people. The officials could have decided on their own where to build the Reindeer. But they didn't. They understood that the Sami, who have lived with the reindeer for generations, have unique knowledge. By listening to the Sami, they have made sure the Reindeer will be in the right places. This shows the power of collaboration and respect. Breathtaking. Very beautiful, surprising, or impressive. Construct. To build or make something. Reindeer. A large type of deer that lives in northern parts of the world. Viaducts. A type of bridge that is made to carry a road or railway over something such as a valley. Crossings. Places where one thing, like a road or railroad, intersects with another. Hazardous. Dangerous, can cause harm. Disruptions. Interruptions, break of continuity. Indigenous. Originating or occurring naturally in a particular place. Native. Attributes. A quality or feature of a person or thing. Antlers. The large horns that grow on the head of deer. Permanent. Lasting or intended to last or remain unchanged indefinitely. Fingerprints. The unique patterns made by skin lines on the human fingertips. Tundra. A type of biome where the tree growth is hindered by low temperatures and short growing seasons. Herbivores. Animals that eat plants. Ecosystem. A community of living organisms in conjunction with the non-living components of their environment, interacting as a system. Regrowth. The process of growing again. Arctic Circle. One of the 5 major circles of latitude that mark maps of the Earth. It's the parallel of latitude that runs 66 degrees 3345.9 north of the equator. Peninsula. A piece of land that is surrounded by water but connected to mainland. Nomads. People who move from place to place, often with their animals, and don't have a fixed home. Herds. Large groups of animals, especially hoofed mammals, that live, feed, or migrate together. Semi-domesticated. Refers to animals that are not completely wild and depend on humans for their care. Hide. The skin of an animal. Climate change. Changes in weather patterns over time due to global warming. Icings. In this context, it refers to rain falling on snow and freezing, creating a layer of ice. Consultation process. A period of time when people talk about a problem and try to come up with solutions. Transport officials. People responsible for the planning and implementation of transport systems. Freeway. A high-speed, divided highway with no intersections or traffic signals. Collaboration. Working together to achieve a common goal.